Skyrim is a world of dragons and destinies, of prophecies and power. Yet for all its grand wars and defined conflicts, it's often the strangest people you meet, the ones tucked away in forgotten corners or muttering to themselves by the roadside, who linger in memory the longest. Among the Nords and Elves, bandits and kings, there are characters who seem to operate by rules entirely on their own. They speak in riddles, act in contradictions, and make you question whether they're fools, visionaries, or something else entirely. This is the story of Skyrim's strangest characters, the misfits, the madmen, and the inexplicable figures who remind us that not all mysteries come from ancient ruins or Daedric gods. Some walk the roads beside you, smiling just a bit too wide. There is no name in Skyrim more synonymous with chaos than Sheogorath, the Daedric Prince of Madness. To call him strange would be an understatement. To call him dangerous would be redundant. He is madness incarnate, wearing the shape of a charming, eccentric old man dressed in purple and gold. When the Dragonborn encounters him during the Mind of Madness quest, the line between dream and reality dissolves. Inside the mind of the Mad King, Sheogorath plays God with the Dragonborn's sanity, summoning nightmares, laughter, and absurdity in equal measure. He cracks jokes as the world collapses around him. He offers cheese to a Daedric dragon. He turns psychology into a battlefield. And through it all, he never stops smiling. What makes him truly strange, however, is not just his madness, but his humanity. He is in fact the remnant of the mortal hero of Kvatch from the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion, who once replaced Sheogorath himself. In Skyrim, he is both god and ghost, a man who became madness. He embodies Skyrim's most bizarre truth, that even heroes can lose themselves in their own legend. If Sheogorath is madness made divine, then Cicero is madness made flesh. The self-proclaimed keeper of the Night Mother, Cicero is one of Skyrim's most notorious and unsettling figures. Dressed in jester's garb, he dances between humour and horror, treating murder like music and corpses like company. When you meet him outside Whiterun, his wagon broken, his speech fractured, you can sense immediately that something isn't right. His laughter lingers a little too long. His words twist between joy and rage. He calls the Night Mother Mother with such devotion, it becomes perverse. Inside the Dark Brotherhood, Cicero is both comic relief and creeping dread. He pirouettes through bloodshed, sings to himself in dark corners, and treats assassination as art. Yet beneath the mania lies tragedy. Cicero once served a brotherhood that had meaning, a purpose that stretched across the empire. Now he guards a coffin mocked by the world he once terrified. His insanity is not mindless, it's grief that's curdled into madness. Cicero is strange not because he's crazy, but because his madness is so deeply human. He laughs because the silence would kill him. Inside Dragon Reach, in Whiterun, lives Nelker, the youngest son of Jarl Bolgraf, the Greater. To most, he's just another royal child, but if you speak to him, you'll find a tone too dark for his years, and a secret that chills the blood. Nalkir is possessed, or at least influenced, by Mephala, the Daedric Prince of Lies and Secrets. Hidden beneath Whiterun is the Whispering Door, a sealed chamber where Mephala's voice echoes through the ages, and only Nalkir can hear her. The boy speaks with unnatural calm, as though he's accepted the corruption in his mind. He tells you that the door speaks to him, that it tells him secrets about his family, about betrayal, and about power. There is something profoundly eerie about his demeanour. Not overtly evil, but quietly wrong. He's a child stripped of innocence by something ancient and unseen, trapped between mortal youth and divine manipulation. In a world where dragons roar and armies clash, the true horror sometimes comes from the soft voice of a child whispering, "The door is whispering back at me again." Few NPCs in Skyrim are as instantly infamous as Nazim, the Redguard noble who seems to exist for one purpose: to remind you that he's better than you. You don't get to the Cloud District very often, do you? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't. That single line has immortalised him in meme, mod, and massacre alike. Players have invented hundreds of creative ways to silence Nazim forever, from Fusro Dar off Dragon Reach's steps to elaborate assassination plots. But beneath the humour lies something strangely intentional. Nazim isn't just a rude man, he's a reflection of Skyrim's class divide. He is the embodiment of arrogance born from privilege, the smug superiority that festers in a city of warriors and peasants. He's strange not because of his words, but because of how universally he provokes hatred. Every player, no matter their path, wants to kill him, and yet the game never punishes you for it. In a world full of dragons and Daedra, the man most despised by players is just a snob. Perhaps that's the strangest thing of all, that the greatest villain of Whiterun isn't a dragon, but a man who can't stop talking about his farm. In the jail of Falkreath, you meet Sinding, a weary, tormented man who speaks with the calm of someone already condemned. He is no ordinary prisoner, he is a werewolf, cursed by the Daedric prince Hircine to hunger endlessly for blood. His story begins with tragedy. Sinding killed a child in a fit of transformation, unable to control the beast within. Now he hides, ashamed and terrified, trapped between guilt and primal instinct. If you follow his quest ill-met by moonlight, you find him hunted in the wilderness, a creature of both man and monster. Sinding is strange because he defies Skyrim's moral simplicity. He is both victim and villain, both murderer and mortar. When you confront him, you must choose, kill him for Hircine's favour, or spare him and defy a god. His presence lingers in the mind long after the quest ends, not because he's evil, but because he's broken. He's the strangest kind of character, one whose horror is rooted in humanity. At first, Sam Guaveni seems harmless, just a friendly man offering a drink contest in a tavern. But one mug turns into another and another until you wake up halfway across Skyrim, your memory gone, the innkeeper furious, and your reputation in shambles. What follows is a night to remember, one of Skyrim's most bizarre and delightful quests. As you retrace your drunken misadventures, finding a goat you apparently sold to a giant, cleaning up a wedding you crashed, and apologising to a witch you insulted, you slowly uncover the truth. Sam isn't a man at all. He's the Daedric prince of debauchery, testing your spirit through chaos and revelry. He doesn't curse you or challenge you, he just wants to see if you can laugh at yourself. Unlike other Daedra, he's not trying to corrupt or destroy you. He's reminding you that life, even in a world of dragons, should be enjoyed. He's strange, yes, but his madness feels almost kind. And in Skyrim, that's a rare thing to find. What unites all these characters, from Sheogorath to Nazim, is that they defy Skyrim's logic. They are too aware, too whimsical, too tragic, or too out of place to fit neatly in a world of steel and snow. Each represents a different kind of strangeness, divine, human, or moral. Their oddities remind players that Skyrim, for all of its realism and grit, is a world of imagination. It's not just a land of warriors and kings. It's a place where madness walks in mortal skin, where gods drink in taverns, and where children speak with the voices of the damned. They are the eccentric threads that make Skyrim's tapestry complete. Without them, the world would feel predictable, and in Skyrim, predictability is death. In the end, Skyrim's strangest characters are not side attractions. They are the heart of its storytelling. They break the monotony of heroism. They challenge the player to see beyond good and evil, sanity and madness. They remind you that even in a world of prophecy, life is still unpredictable. When you meet a mad god, a laughing assassin, a talking liar, or a haunted child, you realise what makes Skyrim unforgettable. It isn't the dragons you kill, but the people you meet along the way, the ones who make you stop, think and feel that delicious unease of not knowing what's coming next. The strangest characters in Skyrim are, in their own way, its most human. And that's what makes them beautiful.